Yeah, let's go. Punk rock and Cobain is how we grew up. K-rock was insane, I was such a screw up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jason Lowery on the Nerds Have Spoken. Here with my partners in crime for the week. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Santa Lowery this week. Yeah, I fucked up, didn't wear the hat. Oh well. I'm here with Pop Star, Vendetta, and the Tim. How
wait,
you guys doing?
you got to do that again, because if you're Santa Lowery, then
Oh God, Tempest.
I'm the Tempest.
Oh my God.
You got the branch for your balls, man.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, all right. So we're already fucking up already. But how was your guys' week? Since some of us that had a holiday and some of us that don't believe in holidays. So how was your week?
Let me start off. Because obviously, all right, folks. For those who don't know, I'm not trying to be an a-hole when y'all try to say Merry Christmas to me or whatever. So I don't mean to be an a-hole, but I come from a very strict church that we don't celebrate holidays and such. I know that from the way I carry myself, I don't really come across as a very Christian enough person. I'm out of control, but there are some hard lines that I have to draw, and it's weird that I draw. I know it may seem strange to draw a hard line on this one, but yeah, as long as it's doctrine, I can't go against doctrine, and and unfortunately, celebrating any holiday falls under that thing. And again, just like y'all, I mean, this was a recent thing for me. I converted back in 2016, and so yeah, I've most of my life I've lived like most people, celebrate Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day to a degree, Easter and all of that other stuff. But yeah, the denomination that I'm in, or non-denomination that I'm in, we don't believe in celebrating any holidays at all.
I mean,
so yeah, I don't mean again.
It's always easy to get out of any belief or doctrine. Just sign off on it. I did that officially. I'm an official atheist.
So do you celebrate like Valentine's Day or anything like that?
Nothing. Zilch. I cannot celebrate any holiday at all. Some days, like New Year's isn't really considered a holiday per se. It's more of like, it just happens to be the end of year. There's nothing holy about it. Yeah. So we celebrate that. And Thanksgiving, that's not exactly a holy day per se either. It's just a day that people get off of work and.
So you say you don't celebrate that stuff and stuff like that, but then my question is, if you're banging a girl and you're about to pop off, you say, "Oh Jesus!" Like what happens there? Like,
well, that's another thing.
You do it the deluxe Baldwin way. You don't say, "Oh Jesus," you say, "Oh Jabez."
Jabez.
Not gonna front, guys. Since 2016, I've been, unfortunately, very celibate. It's a hard life, believe me. I used to be like what many of us used to be, and that's I used to carry a black book. I had my regulars who I could and would hit up when things got hard, So when we fallen under really, but no, it's been an exercise of restraint, and it's a very difficult life.
Well,
it's no fun, especially since
So no pull outs is essentially no retreat, no surrender.
Yeah.
It's more like I'm out of the game, and and to make matters worse, if and when I do find somebody, it's got to be within my church. So yeah, it's very limiting. So it's a very very hard knock life.
Why? I don't get that. I just don't get that. Why would you limit yourself? Like you got only one.
Well, no. I understand, because it's because it's what God asks, and I don't want to disappoint the boss. You know what I'm saying? Now, not everybody believes what I believe, but I believe it, and therefore I got to do my best to behave. Just saying.
Yule, if it's anything
you're
to
a better
you,
man than me, dude. So,
Yule, if it's anything to you, I'm married with children, which means I'm celibate too.
yeah.
But you have the potential without breaking the Lord's commandments.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really started that conversation really bad, didn't I?
Yeah.
But I want
Anyway.
to know that I do miss.
If there's the conversation about faith, I can't do that. I can't do that discussion good because at one point, like my mind just goes blank, and I'm like, huh.
I know it's tough. Believe me, nobody. Believe me when I say there are times when I really want to celebrate Halloween and Christmas and all the other things that Halloween was my holiday, man. I used to have 304s all day. Halloween, man. Oh my gosh, you don't know how badly I miss Halloween. If there was a time when I used to do, able to do stuff, that was it. That was
it's the hard knock life for him.
Oh man, I missed it, especially when my friends do Halloween
YouTube don't
parties.
copy straight.
Oh man, I used to not go home. It was beautiful. But I digress.
So you really would say that you are pop horror status then? Okay, cool. So.
The one thing I do, here's the funny thing though, because, just like in any social pressure, I feel, because my family doesn't believe in none of it. It's only me. My parents still are Catholic, so naturally, they still guilt me into trying to participate in these things, and I don't. I just hang out. But I do give them money this time of the year, just not on
right
that day. You know what I mean?
You're like, here's for all the times for when I grew up, I'm paying you back.
Right. And the one awesome
It's
thing
not a
about
gift.
all of this time of the year for me is that it's new underwear day for me. That's what I get. That's what I get every year, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I used to be like, what? But now that I'm older, boxer briefs, new boxer briefs. The shit. I'm like, yes, socks and boxer briefs are the one thing that I love getting this time of the year. Whenever the fam, has to give me something. I know it's not much, but dude, that shit goes a long way.
So you're saying you're not buying any underpants or any socks or nothing. You're just wearing them a year, and after a year, you're like, okay, yeah, I got fresh ones.
Well, no. I mean, I have a lot of underwear, but it's awesome to have more.
A mixture.
More. It's always nice to have more. I love getting like stuff that regular people buy on a regular basis. Like people get towels and stuff. Not me. I get those around this time of the year, and I love it when it comes because I'm like, yes.
You're like, Mom, I need some new sheets.
Yeah, right. Oh, rough.
Anyways, good.
Oh yeah, and that's me. I don't mean to be a dick when I don't say Merry Christmas. Don't take it personally, folks. I just can't.
You're like only Merry Nothingness.
And it's always such a very awkward conversation. I disappear. And
so what was it
that
I called you that I sang that song to you? What was it?
Heathen something.
It was like I was singing Happy Birthday to him, but it was in the tone of Happy Birthday. But it said Happy non-denominational non-holiday to you. Like, dude, it was funny as shit.
I want y'all to know that I do think about y'all and how different it would be, and how I wish that I could join you guys in those white elephants and stuff. But such is.
You can come hang out with us. You just have to do shit. You can just joke around, call us heathens.
That's fair.
Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
that's-
joke
that-
around and
that's
send you
it,
underwear.
As long as it's XL, folks, not double XL. Just
I'll
XL.
send you those
I'll
that say
take socks
juicy
and,
on the back.
and underwear any day.
Oh,
I'll even share them too. Like, yeah, look what I got.
I'm gonna send you a thong that has Jesus on the cross. Like,
Oh, no,
Oh my
no,
God, Jason!
absolutely not.
Oh my God!
Absolutely not.
I'm
If there
kidding.
is a
I'm kidding.
threshold, ladies and gentlemen, Jason will cross it.
Oh, dude, I had it. There's a meme that I sent in the groups. What was it today? That was getting people freaked the fuck out. Like they told me don't post it, and see if I can pull it up. Where did that shit go? It was when I
don't go here. Don't go here. Are you drawing a line? Yes. Challenge accepted.
when has there ever been a long drawing? So no, dude, this
all the new underpants and socks meme from Star Wars, like when you're 6 years old and you're getting socks, you got the Anakin meme. I hate them. And when you're in your 30s, you got the Adam Driver. More.
More, exactly, more. The Kylo Ren, more.
So what it the stupid picture it shows a priest, right? And on the picture it says I went to IKEA and I got this make your own crucifix. But then the priest looked uncomfortable because he had a hammer and nail in his hand, and he's like, "I don't know if I should do this." I said that in a group. People are like, "God damn, dude! It was just Christmas."
Oh my gosh!
I think you can always do that. Why not?
Jason's that dude. Jason's that dude. He's that dude that walks into a Catholic church and sees like the holy water at the entrance, dips his hands in and washes them. It's nice of him to have that there. Anybody got a towel?
I would say.
You mean this is a hand sanitizer?
I would say with the IKEA meme, like with the priest, I mean you can always give more, as in nails and hits. You can always give more.
Oh, here it is. Here's the picture. Oh, I'm gonna go to hell for this one.
I'm gonna go to hell for this one.
Suddenly, Father was not sure whether he really should bought the crucifix at IKEA.
Oh no!
This is so wrong.
I love the picture. He's like.
Anyway, sorry, I probably pissed a lot of people off, but when is that not an everyday thing? So
our viewers, I don't think so. I think
you're fine.
In our congregation, we ain't even supposed to make statues of nothing. So no engraven image of anybody, because it's very much close to idolatry. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, Tim, how was your week?
Good, pretty good. Like, I was still out of a lot of sleep. I don't know, like it was weird, but it's now going back to normal, slowly but surely. So I'm getting there. And Monday, I had my usual routine of being up early anyhow and sitting in front of the PC doing job applications and all that. And I had an offer through our unemployment department over here. And I applied to that. And because I was tired as fuck in the afternoon, I went for a nap. Those naps are currently actually stretching themselves out to 4 hours sometimes because I really need to get back to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I got a call, and after I got back up, I saw that call, and it was with a pre-dial that's not from anywhere in our vicinity here. So during the morning of Tuesday, I called that number again, and it's a company from Kassel where I tried to relocate myself to, where Dennis is also living. So they said it's very interesting. They would like to see me. How can we make that happen? I'm like, I am there next week because my next friend and everything. I told them, or my best friend, not my next friend. My best friend is living there. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, sadly, we're not working through the holidays. So how about January 12th? And I'm like, okay, then we'll do January 12th because I get the gas money back from the department anyway. So I'm good with that. So yeah, I got a job interview. That's what the big surprise is about. That's possibly going to get me out of this shithole right here, out of this town, and possibly to a better place and maybe to a brighter future. It's gonna be a rough time because I currently don't really know how to do it with Lily and everything. Because commuting is not possible for that. So I have to see how I do that. But I like to put it like the 9mm rule. You know, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So first,
like a condom. Okay.
Exactly. So getting the job first and then working everything out. So first getting the job interview over positive, and afterwards I'm going to talk to them. Okay, how are we going to make this happen? I got a cat. I need to move and everything like that. I want to commit myself to you guys. I want to make that happen because you're a traditional firm. You got a lot of shit happening. You are active since 1849. You made a lot of waves back then in the social worker sense. That would be something where I could find myself a home, and I wanna find myself a home here too in this town. So that's the stuff that's gonna come afterwards. But for now, the first hill that I need to cross is that interview, and then yeah. But that made my Christmas. That was a very cool call. I would have not thought that it was happen. So
that's awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Fingers
man.
crossed.
Yeah, man.
I know you're anxious to get back to work and all that, and
that's going to be interesting, getting back to work and then also keeping the YouTube channel alive and our shop and all that. Like that would be another / a new leash of life, kind of, you know. So yeah, interesting. But for now, it's the holidays. I'm going to show myself a fuck out. So yeah.
oh yeah,
That's about it.
Nice.
Everything else was pretty much the same. Got a few nice things, but that's when we're getting to halts.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Ralphie, how was your week, Bubba?
My week was awesome, but I have one question for Tim. Anything new on the blonde front?
No.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that the coast was still clear on that.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. That ship has sailed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
She fucked up.
Ah,
She fucked up.
that's sad.
Bitches be tripping.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it was weird. Like I thought we were steering somewhere, and then there was one of those days where I actually took a nap, and I got up, and she tried to call me, and she was at least I thought she was doing homework for her new job, for her application, everything. She wanted to go military with her social and medicinal sector assistance shit and stuff like that. And I hit her back up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I was at the Christmas market at the like kind of like fun fair, but for Christmas we got over here." And she's like, "Yeah, but I didn't go there alone." I'm like, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I met this dude online, and I wanted to call you."
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but the thing is, there was nothing serious with us, and there's also nothing serious with this other dude, at least then. And the thing is just, she's saying she can do all that relationship shit and with men currently anyway. And I'm like, but that's fucked up. If you say you can't do that, that means like categorically you cannot do that at a universal way. Like you just
Did she mean
can't.
do it with one man or only
Yeah,
multiple? Like
yeah, that would, if at least it would have I don't know, kind of meant that, but no, not in the overall sense, you know. So and she's like, yeah, but it was nothing. It was not even a date. I'm like, I don't even care what that was. Like, if you're saying you can't do that, then you can't do that. If I'm saying women piss me off, I don't want to do that, then I'm not doing shit, and not saying, yeah, I can't do that. Tell that to one girl, but then still take another anywhere. That's, you fucked up. That was a bullshit way to do it. You fucked up. And she also said that her friends will probably call her stupid for doing that to me. So yeah, that bitch.
No, I'm proud of you for setting boundaries. Most dudes won't. Believe it or not,
I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old for that shit.
Especially when they're hot. Like when they're hot, like guys usually like. Remember all those boundaries that I had? Yeah, fuck all that. You know, when they're hot, you know.
When you don't set boundaries, like you might as well just punch yourself in the dick because that's what's gonna be later.
Dude, yeah, but that's exactly it. Like what Ralphie said. Most of the time, dudes nowadays, if women are hot, they become fucking pussy slaves. Not kidding.
Yeah,
and that's not what I'm doing anymore. I'm not chaining myself to anything anymore when I'm not appreciated. I'm not doing that shit.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, it is, you know.
That's what's up.
I did that for a long ass fucking time. I am 40. Up. Not happening. Appreciate me or get the fuck out of my life.
That's what's up. Proud of you, brother. But my week was great, man. My week was excellent. My week was freaking excellent. Work wise, but on the other side of that, you know, the week was good, man. We had our Secret Santa, and you know, my Secret Santa was awesome. She was great. She hooked her brother up, and I hope that she feels that I did the same in return. I know she was psyched for really psyched for one of the gifts I got her. So at least I made her Christmas with that. But I loved it. It was good to get together with everybody. It was such a great experience. We had trivia. It was dope. It was a real nice time. And it just kept steamrolling from there. I don't know if I got to describe how much love my kids got, but this room, from behind this camera, it was to the ceiling, just gift boxes, and these kids got blessed. Yeah, like, you know, we always, you know, I remember as I was growing up, my Christmases were always a disappointment. So I take Christmas very seriously now, and I don't want my kids, you know, I only have a memory of maybe 2 Christmases as a kid that were halfway decent. I think like in 1985 or 6, one of my uncles had got me a Lion Bot, and that was to me that was a great Christmas. And the rest, I was either sick or just, they were just terrible Christmases. You know, it was just terrible. We were broke as hell, and not a whole lot was happening. But anyway, that's a whole different story for another time. I refuse to let that be my kids' memories as well. So maybe I overcompensate. Maybe, you know, there's something psychological that's wrong about that. But I don't know if I care. My kids, we go out. We go balls out here with the kids. And as you saw in the last show, I showed y'all a picture of what my kids' godparents be setting them up with. I mean,
I remember you showed the motorcycle and shit like that.
And he fired that sucker up today, man. He fired that sucker up and took it down the block. And needless to say, it's back in the room again because he's afraid of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that thing is fast.
Come on, admit it. It was you that got on it. And then you realized you couldn't handle it.
I sit on that thing. That thing's going right up my ass.
That's why I said you sat on it and couldn't handle it.
I want to see that. I'm going the For Dummies way. I want to see Ralphie with a wheel popping out. I
sit on that thing, it'll be like a grown ass clown on a tricycle. Like it's It's
mean,
just
if
It's
not,
like
not a good
Ralphie
sight.
mixed with like Retgar.
Ralphie, if you strain, if you sit on that wheel and you strain the right muscles, maybe you can honk.
He's like, uh-huh.
No, he's like really, he's sitting there and he's rolling on his wheel, and there it is.
He's afraid of it now, man. And we put it on the lowest power setting. And this kid, he hit that little gas pedal thing. That thing was, that thing took off down the block. You see, he's winging out. You just see his helmet flying around all over the place. He didn't know what to do with
Like
himself.
a fucking bobblehead, just like one of Yule's pops in the bathtub. Like,
I had to yell at him, Ben, take your foot off the pedal. Take your foot off the pedal. He takes his foot off the pedal. The thing comes to a stop. He jumps right off. He goes, Daddy! Like he doesn't want any part of that thing again.
Robert forgot to mention he had a parked car. That's what stopped him a little bit.
Oh no, I was smart enough to put him on a big empty parking lot. Because
Good call.
I was smart enough to put him in a big empty parking lot because he wouldn't know what to do with himself. That would have been seriously some damage.
Damn.
But anyway, yeah, they raked up, man. They raked up. My kids really raked up. Yeah. My daughter, like I was up till I think it was 5, about a quarter after 5.
Oh, I know.
On Christmas. Yeah, we were on the phone.
I couldn't fall asleep. So.
That was I was up Christmas Eve. I was up till about quarter to 5, wrapping, and then Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, I was putting together some of their gifts so that when they walk out in the morning, they could see everything all built. And then of course I had to eat the milk and cookies. So I hope they don't see this. But anyway, the cat will be out of the bag. But anyway, my daughter, man, I bought her this a dollhouse, and I really had no idea. I just thought it looked cute, but I had no idea what I got her. The instructions were in Finnish, and
did you get it from IKEA?
Yeah.
No. This thing came in individual pieces. Like if everything was 3D printed. Bruh, 4.5 hours building this thing. It had lighting. It had Christmas lights, bro. It had a front lawn. Like it's crazy.
Ralphie built a Dio overnight for his daughter.
Yeah.
This thing's got like 3 bedrooms. It's got a dining area. It's got a kitchen, and everything works. I mean, the only thing it needs is like running water. But it's crazy. I really had no idea. But she said she wanted a dollhouse. So daddy does what daddy does, you know. My daughter's getting, it's my little girl. But she came out and she saw the little lights blinking and stuff. She goes, and just that alone made Christmas. That made Christmas.
And dude, his kids are adorable.
Thank you, man. My son comes out and he has a thing for airplanes, and he walks out and I got him all the Earthrise Seeker jets, and he doesn't give a crap about the bot modes. He's just all about the airplanes. He just doesn't care. Yeah, he doesn't care about that stuff. He doesn't care the least bit. I'm like, you don't want they're robots, and he's like, yeah, whatever, Dad. And, he doesn't care. He's all about the airplanes. So he's got a whole room full of airplanes out there that he's still playing with.
Look, Dad, Starscream's gonna land in the toilet.
So as I'm sitting there looking at him playing with this airplane, part of me can't help but be vengeful. And I'm sitting there, all right, which one is going to be his favorite so I can take it apart on him?
Oh. Was it a purple one?
Yeah. He has a thing for Skywarp, so I think he made.
And I was thinking already when you popped in here and you said, "Yeah, I had no time to set up the laptop." I'm seeing a full picture here. Like you were thinking, okay, which one is his favorite so I can take it apart? And at that point, when he was thinking it, his son was turning around. Where's your laptop again?
Oh,
There's a narrative. The seconds.
He has a thing for Skywarp because it's got purple on it. So you know, I'm not gonna lie, I had that thought, like, man, little Phillips head screwdriver would take that thing apart on him, and he could know what it feels like.
Don't even just rip it apart, and then you just scream at him. Hey, where's your transformer? Oh, here's the part. Oh, here's another.
Then he'll come in here and steal mine. But anyway,
Daddy, I see that green and purple one on your shelf over there. I want that one.
Oh no.
But nah, man, it was really good. We had an activity at work. All the guys got together and we had some drinks. We had some, it was just nice to I don't really how do I say, I don't really socialize with anybody at work. My attitude at work is, I got a job to do, let's do it and let's go home. And to be able to do that, to socialize and let people know that I actually have a personality, that was also nice. It was good, man. It was good. It was a really nice week, regardless of all the lack of sleep. Like right now, if I was to just sit here quietly for 3 minutes, I will zonk right back out. I think
so you're like Vinny playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. That's actually a good call. I don't know if Vinny does sleep. I'm probably on about 2.5 hours or so.
I am living proof. Vinny sleeps.
Vinny does sleep.
Vinny sleeps. Like I roomed with him during 2018 Chicago. So
okay.
But he's all day. He's only energy, moving, energy. As soon as he lies down. I'm not kidding. Like he's not even snoring. He's just lying there, sleeping. Done.
Because that mustache is covering his nose.
Right? I went to the shower. I left the room in the morning hours. Nothing. He was out cold. But as soon as he's up, he's full energy.
But that was it, man. There's other stuff. We had family over, and it was nice. Right now the house is loaded with people. The kid's godfather's here. It's been a very, in consideration of everything that's going down and with all the fear and the nasty and mighty Omicron, everybody's kind of like very tentative and there's a COVID testing site, a couple of blocks from my house, and the line just 4 blocks down.
Crazy,
like everybody's so scared. And my sister came here for Christmas. She had a mask on the entire time, but she's still kissing and hugging people. Like I don't. Whatever. That's whatever.
It's the placebo effect, I guess you would say. Like, I can't get it because I have the mask.
Yeah. So, it's just,
you wear it right or not.
In spite of all of that fear, people are still, showing us a lot of love, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Yeah, it was a very nice week. Very nice week.
It's awesome.
What about you, Jay?
Well, we had the Secret Santa last weekend. Take a drink real quick. We had the Secret Santa, and that turned out pretty good. Had a lot of fun. It started out with, us talking about how the year was, how everybody's doing. Like, dude, we had Rafa, you were on there. There's probably like a good 20-something of us on there at once on a Zoom call. We were all opening up gifts as people were popping in and out, just having fun. And then I gave apparently the world's hardest fucking trivia.
You did, dude. I told you, man. I suffer from stupidity, and he hits us with this freaking trivia, these questions. I'm just like, what did this man just ask? I think the only one.
So take for instance here. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. One of the fucking quiz questions for this shit, right? So it was all right. So there were different categories. right? And what the hell? Yeah, so there are different categories. So you had like movies and TV specials, music, holiday traditions from around the world, like, you know, random shit. And so one of my first questions was, I was like, in Elf, what profession was Miles Finch played by Peter Dinklage? And I said, was he a composer, an illustrator, a book author, or an angry elf? And then, because remember, in the movie, he kept getting called, he's like, call me angry elf one more time. So,
So he's
so
an
what
angry
I,
elf.
so he was actually a book author, which pretty much everybody got it.
But that would be even harder for me than anyone else on the panel, probably, because Elvis over here is not really a big movie. Will Ferrell is not a big guy over here. Like, I've seen this once. I couldn't have answered this if my life would depend on it.
Yeah. So I did all these different trivia questions, right? Like some of them, like 8 Crazy Nights from Adam Sandler. Like I did stuff from like different traditions, like different religious backgrounds, stuff like that.
What is the main
movies.
ingredient in a Turkish something or other? Like, I'm like, bruh, come on now.
No,
nobody-
most of those weren't
mustard.
that crazy, but some of them were.
Mustard.
Yeah. like one, like, what was the one I really fucked with people? So people were getting mad as shit because like some of them that take trivia all the time, they were like, I don't fucking know this. So what I did was for like 2 weeks before we do the Secret Santa, I go through and there's 75 total slides, but there ends up being 15 questions for all the sections, but there's 5 sections. So there are 15 questions each, and it goes by 30 seconds. Boom, next question. You know, did everybody get it? 30 seconds. Boom, here's the next question. So, you know, it turned out pretty good, and everybody had fun. Like, it was funny. Like, one of the questions here, and this is one that Bethany came up with. It says the original candy cane was straight all white sugary treat. In 1670, the Cologne Cathedral in Germany bent the shape representing what? And then I said, Bethany put J for Jesus, the shepherd's staff, or a fishing hook. Like, just is like.
I think
So
I guessed
it's
the
like-
shepherd's staff for that one.
Yeah, and it was the shepherd's staff. That was the correct
And that was
answer.
a straight guess. Because in 1670, although I might look like I was born then, I wasn't around.
So what I did was in these fucking questions, I'm not only am I doing like a trivia, but I'm also doing like a quiz just to kind of throw people's knowledge, like the way I word the questions and stuff. So I mean, for the most part, turned out pretty good. Like a couple of them, people are like, "The fuck if I know."
I mean, the
then-
interesting part about the candy cane is it's based off of Germany, but I still could not have answered it. What
Right?
the fucking shit?
Yeah. And it was funny. There was one like he played like Christmas songs, right, or holiday songs, not just Christmas.
The question here that presents did Jason do the Quizmaster wrong or just terribly fucking right?
So what I do is I scour the internet for these oddball fucking questions and answers, and then I throw it in here.
Broke Ralphie with the German.
Yeah. You just choked up Ralphie with the German. But yeah, so like it was funny. Like there was some that were like people are like, oh yeah, this is easy. Like this is gonna be an easy one, and then like I didn't really ease it in, but like I kind of definitely got there at first, and then all of a sudden, bam! I threw one of the fucking questions. Everybody's like, the fuck is this? Like like.
You went in no split. You started at the living room and you ran down the hallway and you jumped right in.
I just dive bombed into it, but so it was funny as hell. So we were all doing it. We had a good time. Everybody was laughing and stuff. People are like, fuck you on this, like, make it easier next year. And so we did the quiz, and then we were opening up gifts, having fun, and then we ended the night with Chan. We've been doing this the last couple of years. I asked Chan to read "Twas the Night Before Christmas" as a cool
Aw.
down from all the craziness. So we sit back. She sits there and then she reads it. We're all like listening. Everybody's on mute. The only thing you hear is her just reading the book. It was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun, and we're definitely gonna do it. It seems like next year. We're probably gonna get more people next year because this year it was like 20 some people.
Oh, that's a good turnout, dude. 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Last
lot
year
of
was
fun.
like 28. This year was like 24.
I mean, still.
Yeah. So, and it usually goes for a couple hours. I actually recorded it. I was thinking about actually just uploading it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, why not didn't go live? Quite honestly, I mean, or put it up for Christmas now as a I mean secret.
Well, we were doing it for us personally, not for like show purposes or nothing like that. So
Well,
that's why I didn't upload it to the channel. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe I'll just do it for the fun of it. But
okay.
yeah, we did that. And then this week, it's been crazy busy at work, getting stuff done. Of
As
course, you know, the
always.
holiday push.
I feel like as always is
Like,
no matter what you work, like the week before Christmas is just bad shit. Everybody.
I'm trying to get stuff
everywhere.
done. I'm throwing emails out. People aren't answering shit. Trying to get questions answered. It was a nightmare. And so
I bet so.
we had, you know, and then, you know, obviously Christmas Eve came and then I had a treatment. And then Friday, we had Christmas Day. But keep in mind with everything going on, so busy with work, I looked Christmas Eve and I was like, oh shit, we haven't wrapped any gifts yet.
That's late.
So I was up to the wee hours of the morning wrapping gifts. And then
Gotta wrap it
Ralphie
up, Pete.
realized. Oh, yeah. So, anyways, long story short, it was a pretty good fun time. And week was pretty good. So, but
I mean, workful, right? But I mean, you knew what you did at the end of the week,
oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah. But everything was good. We had a good time. Had family over. We got tore up on some coquito.
Yes.
And dude, it was funny. My buddy made it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's not strong enough." So I ended up pouring like half a bottle of liquor in mine. But I forgot that I had like 12 cups of it already.
Ooh.
And then I ended up pouring a half a bottle into my own jug, and I started drinking it. I was like, "Oh, this stuff is going down easy. Like this is good. Like just pounding it." Then I realized I was like, "Oh shit! I just drank a whole fifth of Bacardi's coconut rum inside all this, with some Tortuga light rum."
For
Mess up
for
your
the
leg
for
when
the
you hang
people
out.
for the listening audience or the watching audience, coquito is basically it's a Puerto Rican eggnog.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
use coconut milk,
Mm-hmm.
and we spike the hell out of it with some
Yeah.
carnation milk and some
Yeah.
other ingredients. It's
Like
if
sweetened
you
condensed milk, like
yeah
cinnamon,
yeah
vanilla
if you get
extract, things like that.
if you get the right mixture, I mean this stuff is magical.
Yo, like you could tell when it's good is when at the end of the night, if you have it out, it'll start to separate the cream a little
Yeah.
bit from the liquor.
Mm-hmm.
You know you got the right mixture when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I drank a lot of that, and then I played Call of Duty for a while, then realized, oh shit, I didn't have any gifts. I forgot to wrap the gifts. So then, like, randomly, I'm up in the middle of the night wrapping gifts, and I don't know how Ralphie and I ended up randomly talking. We just started talking about wrapping gifts in the middle of the night. And then we ended up going to bed and all that, and everybody came over. And then today, we ended up we met with my mom and them today, and you'll see in my haul like how much stuff I got in general. So, but it was a pretty good time, fun time. So,
Sounds good.
all right. So, do we want to get in the halls?
Yeah, but first, hey, yo, Popstar, dude, you are awfully quiet, dude. You got to tell me what time it is.
Time to nerd up or shut up.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, I really can't talk because I can't celebrate nothing. I feel bad because all this time you guys are talking about all these fun stuff that I wish I could partake.
You can keep calling me heathen and shit like that. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you can do it. You can easily do it, but you chose to not. So
Yes,
that's your cross.
because
You know what? I respect you for that. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but dude, seriously, I respect you for that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna, that's why I like people like you in general, like friends like ours that just, they have different beliefs and just, they don't choose over different beliefs and all the other shit and everything.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I'm just.
But I'm glad everybody is doing a good job.
We're equally degenerated.
Pretty much.
Good call.
So,
well,
who wants to go first?
I can go first real quick. I did go. I disappeared for a minute, and I did attend 2 cons or 3 cons in a span of 4
At least.
Mm-hmm. SDCC, LA Con, and this other small kind of con at Ontario. Very small, so small that it didn't have nothing. No anything. Just people signing. No major companies. No, not even minor companies there, at all. But yeah, I got some stuff.
So was it so small that no one really noticed it?
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's my problem.
It was so small that I would say that it would probably be the equivalent of NJ toy show for you guys.
NJCC, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Comic-Con. So.
Okay.
All right. So let me start first with the regular version of Ash, not the bloody one. Regular, 40th edition. Next, this one was I was very torn about, but not torn about when you look at it. Yara Flor from Future State. Basically, I believe she's the Brazilian Wonder Woman.
Looks like it.
Yeah. As long as it for me, I guess they try to make this woke Wonder Woman stuff kind of going on, but she looked good, so I was like, okay, I could.
My question for that character: is it easy to Yara to the floor?
That's what I wish. In my mind.
To the window, to the rod. No, I'm just kidding.
The Xenomorph from Alien Covenant.
Oh, there you go.
So to speak, protomorph.
Yeah.
Just the regular Xenomorph, the one that in the Covenant.
Yeah, I know, but it's still considered the protomorph. It's not the full Xenomorph. It's still the protomorph. It's weird. I don't see it either, but it's considered the protomorph.
That's weird. Yeah, because I thought the protomorph.
By the way, it's cool as shit.
No, the white one. The white one is the neomorph.
Oh, neomorph.
It still doesn't make any fucking sense. But Ridley Scott complains that Marvel Cinematic Universe is boring and makes no sense. The dude that doesn't make any sense or puts any effort into his own fucking universe. But whatever.
Miles Morales.
Yes, sir.
That's dope. That's hot.
I love that costume.
I'm gonna see No Way Home on Tuesday, and I can't fucking wait.
I want us to talk about it next week.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good.
Can't wait for you to watch it.
Dude, I've been hanging on to this for 3 months, man. Dying to talk to somebody, and I can't.
You get that shit done, dude.
Yo, I guessed like half the shit was going on, and
nice.
Is that the one that I wanted? No.
I still got to ship yours out. I got to find a printer to print your address. That's the problem. I don't have a printer, so I have to find a printer. But I still got your. It's ready to go. This is something else. This is a Scream, the Walgreens edition.
Exclusive, yeah. It looks good. I like the detailing and the coloring on it.
Yeah,
I agree. Normally, I don't pick up these things, but I was like, you know what? This thing looks fucking good. So
The interesting part is that this symbiote was actually in the first Venom, but it only was a cameo and no one saw it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. They didn't even
the
do it
annoying
justice.
Cartoon Network character, Dee
What the
Dee,
fuck?
what the fuck? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. What the what?
Who is this? Where is this from?
Dee.
The reason I showed the second first was because here's where it makes sense for y'all. It's Dexter's sister from Dexter's.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
uh,
about that.
Wait,
The
there's
one
there's a Dexter cartoon series and there's this Dexter Slaughter bullshit. Is that
Oh,
kind of the same?
No, not at all. I like them both though. I do love the Slaughter, the Bay Harbor Butcher. That
I
guy's
haven't seen either, but if you're outside and you're seeing both, okay, is that like a soda quell? No one actually knowing shit, and this dude is all cute and shit, and in the evening hours he's not ish.
No, Dexter, the cartoon is just the typical kids cartoon. He gets in trouble and
Cartoon Network, like crazy.
yeah.
basically-
The only reason I know is because of my kids. So I knew I knew right away. I knew right away.
So he gets in trouble during a cartoon. That's kind of also the plot of Dexter the Ripper, right? I mean, he gets in trouble.
I guess so. Yeah. So his
Dexter,
trouble's
the
bloody.
cartoon is very much like Pinky in the Brain, but without
Pinky in the
Pinky.
brain.
And here we go. We got on the anime front, we got Ichigo from Bleach. Not too many people I know in our circle watch Bleach.
I heard it's pretty good. I just never got.
I never got into it.
I get recommended so much fucking anime, and it all goes right by me. Neon Genesis Evangelion, or I don't know, nothing else ever faced me.
Peppa Pig.
Hey!
Yo, what? That's crazy.
That's actually pretty good.
I couldn't help myself. I was like, you know what? It's kind of cool.
Then some muddy puddles.
Right? And you guys might like this to continue the Cartoon Network stuff. We got the Powerpuff Girls Blossom.
Nice.
Yo, you saw that movie that they were developing or TV show or whatever it was? Like,
Yeah, I heard that
up
was
and got
canceled.
pulled.
Good.
Yeah.
And we got Bubbles, the one of three, or 2, 3, and
That sounds
more
like a
popular-
stripper's nickname.
Buttercup.
Yeah, everybody loves
Buttercup.
And one of the bad guys, Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Oh hell!
We have the Cartoon Network. It's one of the '90s things that I grew up with. Well, I was already grown up, but still. Mojo Jojo, the antagonist.
Yes.
Mojo Jojo.
All right, now for some fun stuff. I know you guys would. I know that you guys would appreciate this.
Not Pops.
Iron
Mike Tyson.
Yo.
I'm gonna eat your kid. I'm gonna make your liver bleed.
Come here. I want to whisper something to your ear. Oh, wait.
And I know that Tim will like this.
Oh,
Got it.
Oh,
Pippin, yo.
Scotty Pippen.
nice.
Uh-huh. I was pretty happy to see this. I was like, finally, I found a Scotty. I was pretty excited.
Yeah, I've been looking for one because I wanted to try to get the original sets.
So you want to have a fun fact? Do you know where Scottie Pippen comes from?
Isn't
His
he from
dad?
like Alabama or something? Or Mississippi?
Hamburg, Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Hamburg.
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 He's a German boy. He comes from Hamburg.
That's enough to make him
Yeah,
German.
hey.
Mm.
German. Shoot. Last but not least, Denise Rodman.
Oh,
in Fool's
dude!
outfit
If you
with-
find another one of those two, let me know.
Will do. Yes, and he has the
Because I want to
rainbow
put
colored
them
hair and
with
everything.
I got the Interbay versions, the 1/9 scale versions of them.
Yeah, I saved the best for last because I know that you guys are gonna like the Bulls. Since, you know, those guys were the best in the '90s. I can never get tired of watching their highlights and playoffs in on YouTube. I watch
Even
that
now, I still
all
love to watch
day.
their old games.
Same
Yeah.
here. I can't help myself.
Like I watched The Last Dance. This is just really comprehensive. I watched The Last Dance thrice on Netflix, and another 3 times since I got it as this Zavi Blu-ray edition. It's just too good.
Agreed. And that was all I had. That was all for that I got pretty much, folks.
All right.
Nice.
Timmy, what'd you get?
I got myself a little stuff. One thing also does a little full circle with how my week was. So I'm gonna start off small because when I got my car, I decided I need to get myself a little something to have my smartphone also be mounted on the car, like when I'm actually doing, I don't know, some vlog shit on the road or anything. But after I got that, I found 2 other things. I found Metallica's The Black Album.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
In remastered.
That's a good album.
In remastered, with the one in remastered, the second disc as all demos and rough mixes and stuff, and the last one is all live. They had a pretty slimmed out version, but I didn't mean to go with that, so it's nice. It's a nice digipack. I got the first disc I got in the car. I'm a sucker for digipacks, so I had to get that. Speaking of soccer for digipacks, I went in on an absolute classic, and I'm very happy a German label, a very good German movie label brought
No
that
Retreat,
out.
No Surrender.
Moby Dick.
Oh, look at that with Gregory Peck. Nice.
Yeah, the old one, and it's actually it's got a nice texture to it. It's rough to be shown actually now, but it's really like old book, and on the other side it's got the cinematic poster.
That's a huge dick.
Right? And we got the disc here, and the disc actually continue the box art, some nice booklet in there.
Oh, nice.
And a bonus.
Oh, it's got a bonus. Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good set. It's from Cape Light. That's pretty much the best company in Germany for such things, and they even get you a little card so you can stay up to date with what you else got. So that's pretty fucking dope. So that is that, and then as the final one, so that nothing of my shit is actually toppling over here. There we go. Is my little armature for the smartphone.
Oh, cool.
Little aluminum on the side, so that works an absolute treat. And then I had myself a visitor on Christmas evening, my buddy Sergio, and we spent a little night and time together. And he asked me a few weeks back, dude, are we actually gonna gift ourselves something? Like I found something for you. Do you want to do something? I'm like, okay, I guess. And then I bought him a German tank done out of third-party Lego. So he unboxed that. He was like, "Yeah, his tank." He was head over heels for this. This was pretty cool. And I got myself. It essentially says Bad Cat. It's handcrafted and premium gin bottles.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's pretty fucking cool. Like this one on the outside here, it's actually at first it's blue, and when you put tonic over it, it's going purple. Super nice. Everything tastes great. Like usually, liquor just sometimes burns. This doesn't burn at all. It's only a nice actual.
You're not supposed to drink 99 proof rubbing alcohol, dude.
Sorry.
I mean, you got to get your fix on. But
right. No, but that's really good. They only have taste and aroma. It's really excellent. Like there's a vanilla gin in there, gorgeous. And the cool thing is, it's actually charity for cats. So for
cool.
cats and everything. So that's why they got this logo, and it comes with, and that's what I've been drinking, also with some nice little gin glasses to it. So that's
look at that.
dope. So there's great stuff, and it came with a little with some little stuff over
pamphlet
here.
and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the sticker and their catalog, so to speak, and also a gin testing guide. So this is actually pretty premium stuff, but it's still not too expensive. Because if you look up the prices in here, the real bottle of that stuff is actually only $33, which is a good price for a gin, but not too overly pricey.
Mm-hmm.
So I was over the moon with this, and I think I'm gonna take this with me when I drive down to Dennis for New Year's Eve, and then we're gonna taste up a little something. So yeah, that was my. Oh, I also got 3 new shirts. I got actually 7 new shirts. 4 from AEW. I got Malachi Black. I got Eddie Kingston. I got Brody Lee, and I got number 10. So that, and 3 of these are from Dracula Bite. This is Legacy of Kain.
Cool.
Omen first, and I got Soul Reaver in the back, and also one with what's the third? Evangelion, and more of a heavy metal band like styling. So yeah, it was a good time. I was actually almost showing my Captain America, but I went 2 weeks back. I already showed that. So
Yeah.
That was my haul for the week. Small but nice. I'm happy.
After you showed it off the Metallica album, I thought about how when I first started listening to Metallica, I started off with the Black Album.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know how dope everything else was before then, because Metallica wasn't exactly played on the radio.
This was actually back to my childhood, man. Like I listened to this when I was driving when I was riding in the truck with my dad when he was still riding, and he had two albums in there that I always said to Dad, put the monster music on. It was Flags. It was the album The Flag by Yellow, and Metallica's Black Album. So this is the first ever album that I actually listened consciously to.
Yeah, same here. And here's the funny part, right? So because I like the Black Album so much, I had to to listen to the older stuff, and I didn't realize just how poorly recorded they were compared to the rich sound of the Black. So I was like, damn, I always wondered what it'd be like if they had just re-recorded all of their stuff from first album all the way up until
started from there.
Black Album. Yeah, right.
That's also a lot of where the criticism for this album comes in. A lot of the diehard fans say this is just super soft, and I feel like this is utter bullshit. Like this is actually where Metallica grew heavy, but they were still more comprehensive and just streamlined in terms of sound.
So, I mean, I could understand why they would feel that way, because the older stuff really was meant for a very niche audience at the time. Like very, and then
they were thrash metal at the very start. They were thrash metal, way more speedy and way more choppy. And this was not just straight up heavy metal, really more slow. Like it's not doom metal, but with the slower metal like rhythms, it went a little doom-ish, but only ish.
I really enjoyed the composition of the stuff that they had for the Black Album.
There are so many classics on there, like Sad but True, Wherever I May Roam. Like I enjoy
exactly wherever
way more than Nothing Else Matters, or Don't Treat on Me.
Wolf and Man.
Or Wolf and Man, dude. Yeah. So good. I'm currently listening to this on my earplugs and also in the car. Like it's fun.
Like one of my favorites is what from them is what From Who the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black, shit like that. From the early shit, like
the song that made me fall in love with Metallica was Battery.
That's a good one too.
That was way before the Black Albums, and once I wasn't really into metal at all, but when I heard, I like to play the drums.
Yeah.
And when I see him hitting that floor tom double and triple, that's talent. Once you start, I mean that was the hook, and I was like, these freaking guys either are doing massive amounts of cocaine, or or the guy playing the drums is literally an octopus.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But then you gotta hear other people, like from the drummer from Fear Factory, which is way faster because I have a double pedal on a bass drum, or Mike Smith of Suffocation. Like he's pretty much the creator of blast beats. So you gotta check that. Also interesting, if you want to hear a harder version of Master of Puppets, Kerrang did a cover version where several different other bands did cover versions of the full album. I got that on my machine here. So there's a harder version of Master of Puppets. It's glorious.
One of my favorites. So, dude, I love Leonard Skinner and shit, but dude, they did Tuesday's Gone. Like, dude, that was actually. Have you ever heard that song?
Leonard Skinner,
it was them.
Leonard Skinner, I know nothing of. Nothing.
No. But Metallica, they did Garage Inc., which they did like covers of different songs.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they got Tuesday's Gone, like a bunch of other ones on there, dude. It was them, Blues Travelers, like some other people doing Tuesday's Gone. It was fucking awesome. It was a good song.
I like Blues Travelers, underrated, I think.
Okay, I never heard that actually. I gotta.
Yeah, listen to it. Tuesday's Gone. It's like a live version. Like it says live, but you can tell that they're kind of. I'll send you a link to it. But that's actually one of my favorite songs because you hear them singing it, and then you hear the bass hit, and then you hear him from Blues Travelers fucking with the harmonica and shit. Like, oh
that guy is a genius with the harmonica.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, are you done with your haul?
I'm done. That was it. I want to say real quick. I just checked. Spider-Man: Far From Home is actually over 1 billion in box office internationally.
In a week.
$1 billion.
It's the first movie during the pandemic to hit 1 billion.
Especially during that short amount of time.
That be a lesson. Let that be a lesson to Kevin Feige.
That's right.
Let that be a lesson to Kevin Feige. Let that be a lesson.
Why?
There is because there was a lot of speculation. I don't want to get into it because this is still the haul section. I was kind of hoping we'd talk about it later, but
we can.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, without spoiling anything, there was a lot of speculation before this movie came out, and I actually, I was blessed to have seen it early. It was a lot of speculation because MSCU is on this whole woke thing, and there's a lot of back and forth, and there wasn't an ounce of anything political or anything like that in this movie. And look at this box office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at this box office.
Just good storytelling, kind of.
Visual effects, or all of it was phenomenal, dude. Like, and we'll get into it. We could talk. We can.
No wokeness. Yeah, exactly. That was awesome.
All right. So let's go to Ralphie. What'd you get?
Wow. I had a big haul.
I bet you did, Daddy.
Because of the amount of stuff in this, like I'm gonna show you something real quick. The amount of stuff that is in this room, I can't really pull my haul out, but there is stuff like this.
I don't want to see anything.
There is stuff.
Nice.
There was stuff like this.
So is that the bite that got stuck between your cheeks this week, or like?
No, I haven't sat on that one yet. I haven't sat on that one yet, but I will soon. And it will be up my ass, and I will take pictures, and it will be up on the Instagram page.
My question is: Are you gonna do pictures before or after it's up your ass?
No, it's both. You have to get the effect.
Okay. I got another question to get a little bit more plot in that. And are you gonna mount a camera on the bike when it's getting in there?
So
no, because that might get sucked into the oblivion, and you don't want that.
All right. So when this happens, I want you to play I want you to play Bicycle Race by Queen.
I want to ride my bicycle.
But the thing is, you got to time the refrain. I want to ride my bicycle.
It will be a rhinoceros riding a baby bike. That's what it will be. Um, but anyway, we had a massive haul. I really wish I could show it all to you. Just it's just a disaster in here right now. I'm still unpackaging things. I'm still building some stuff for my kids. But I can. There is a couple of things I could show you. I got Redgar.
Nice.
Oh,
I was pretty impressed. I'm not a big Junkion person. Um,
hmm
I'm not a big Junkion guy, but this, it's a pretty quality figure. It's not a lot of waffling.
So
Um,
what you're saying is you don't like a lot of junk.
it's a good one. Um, I'm actually impressed with that figure. I did get the X Transbots Perceptor.
Hmm.
And he is going to be my last masterpiece figure. I have decided that I am done. I'm done with masterpiece.
Ooh.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know, dude. Like I've just lost all the oomph.
love and
I wanna
Legends.
I wanna
Legends.
I wanna engage the comment section. Please press F to pay your respects for Ralphie's masterpiece collection because it's
um,
stuff.
I think I'm out of it, dude. Like it's just not. I mean, now again, I let me rephrase that. I'm out of building a masterpiece collection because if something comes out that is interesting or piques my interest, I'm gonna jump on it. But
hmm
as far as like trying to finish this line or this season, I'm through with it. I'm through with it. And honestly, to Hasbro's credit, this Earthrise, these figures are actually fun, and it's I see myself evolving kind of back into that a lot of people are doing it, man. Like I don't mind if my kids break a chug figure, and I could still have fun with it. I could still fiddle and enjoy it and display them, and it's a lot different. It's just a lot different. You spend all this money on these masterpiece figures, and I want to share it with my kids. I want to share the
hmm
passion, and some of these things are so delicate that you're afraid to. But like if somebody comes out with something interest, like I will continue to collect in that realm. But as far as like that being the end goal of like finishing, I'm through. I'm done. Kind of out of
hmm
it.
It's
Um,
it's interesting. It's interesting that you say that because I'm getting less and less stuff too, and currently I'm dipping into wrestling and back into six scale. It's like weird.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
happening to a lot of people. Like I never
fatigue,
was
collecting
into
fatigue is a thing. Mhm.
Yeah.
it's a lot of people it's happening to a lot of people. People are redirecting their collections into other things. So many people I know, they're moving into other things like mezco and all this other stuff, and I kind of hit home now. Now I'm kind of just like, you know what?
That's true.
I'm all after this. I remember I harken back to Cyclonus. There was a big war for Cyclonuses, and everybody had a different version. And
hmm
I went
Yeah.
with the fans toys. But I went with the fans toys after the X Transbots. I already had that, so I'm like, what do I do? I got 48 Cyclonuses now. I think somewhere in this room, I think until MP36 came out, this guy was holding it down for me right here. This guy, oh wait, hold on here. Here we go.
Oh,
This guy, yeah, Apollyon was holding it down for me, and
Apollyon was a dope toy. I still think it is. I mean, not
I
the
still
first
think,
round, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it's a good one.
I still think it's an excellent rendition. I still think it's an excellent figure. The alt mode is that gun mode, that's amazing. But you have all these things just hanging around, and somebody else comes out with a better one, and you're just like, all right, I'm kind of just done with it. I'm just kind of out of it.
So you're
Yeah,
less done with the masterpiece. You're just less done with the repetitive, like constant repeats of characters.
Yeah,
it gets old, honestly.
Yeah,
it got old.
That killed the joy for me, to be honest. Yeah.
It's a little too much. I mean, how often can you exchange something? I just had to talk with Sam Thompson last week. We hung out a little, and he just exchanged his soundwave for the Robot Paradise, and in hand alone it looks good, but as soon as you put it up to something else, it doesn't. And then he also exchanged the Starscream, like to the masterpiece one.
MP52.
No, not the masterpiece. The DS01. And he says that's a Starscream now. I'm like, yeah, okay, but what if something else comes in again? How often can you actually exchange? There's also like exchange fatigue. Also,
Yeah. I didn't mean to open up another can of worms there, but what else did I get? My wife, she hooked me up. She ordered me the entire first wave of the new Hasbro Legacy line.
Nice.
She ordered me the entire first wave. She pre-ordered that. And some of my relatives came through and they got me Power the Prime's Predaking, which I didn't have.
Nice.
I still have the MMC Predaking. What else did I get? The rest was all like personal stuff. I got a high vis jacket, so now I can plow snow and not get hit by a car. I got some new snow boots, also for work. I got some new work boots. I got a lot of apparel, and my wife hooked me up with a Manscaped kit.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what's up.
With a what?
A Manscaped kit. That's what's up.
A Manscaped kit. There's this company called Manscaped.
Oh, well, for the bearding shit.
Yes.
No. Further down.
For Mr. Winky.
For Mr. Winky.
And it's a trimmer that doesn't snag or cut or hurt the skin. There's a lotion in there. There's a little smell good, thing. I love it. I just took it out the packaging today, and I can't wait to string that puppy out. Man, I'm gonna put a Nike swoosh on myself.
Yeah. While you do that, I'm gonna do Newports.
So for 2022, hashtag trim the bush. Not Stan Bush.
Not George Bush. Man Bush. But yeah, she hooked it up. She got me that Manscaped kit. I can't wait to straighten that sucker out. And I got
you had too many days away in Puerto Rico and starting to get wild down there.
Better that than a Brazilian, bro.
And she got me we kind of mutually got a massage gun that incidentally kind of looks like the Pleasure Mate 2000.
Yeah, right.
So I'm kind of on the fence on whether or not it really is a massager. But yeah, man, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
I think that's it for my haul. What about you, Jay?
I don't know how to come after that.
You have to come hard.
Also, hey, you asked beforehand for your Wi-Fi reception. You are going full Atari 2600, man.
For real, like I dial V for Verizon, bro. But you, phew.
Yeah. You going retro. You going retro Xmas.
Yeah, you're like on AOL.
Right. How bad's my internet right now?
you're roboting and you're looking blurry.
Yeah.
Dude, it's weird. It's saying on full internet. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like you went from HDX to SD.
Hang on.
Anything.
You
Well,
went from 3XL to XL.
Voodoo people know that.
But you are roboting too, dude. You better not ramble. You roboting too.
I just yelled Beth and turn her Wi-Fi off on her phone. Anyways, so shout out to Justin Lynette. He was my secret Santa. He got me these.
Nice.
Oh,
The Centurions
cool.
Part 1,
Nice.
Part 2, and the mini series, the original one.
How appropriate given the most recent purchase you had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I got that. Let's see here. What else did I get? I got so much in the last 2 weeks. Oh, there it goes. Godzilla.
cool.
Nice.
So I previously got this and didn't realize that she got it for me for Christmas. So I got shit when she saw that I showed it like a week ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So to kind of show you guys, I'm building a retro pie.
Oh, nice.
Or Raspberry Pi, I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I'm building
Nice.
a Raspberry Pi. So she got me the keyboard and the mouse. She got me a power supply. And then she got me this pretty cool fucking case by this company. I'm going to open this up and show this to you real quick. I think it's Argon 1 M.2.
Okay.
And it's a pretty cool little case. It's like I'm unwrapping a condom or something right now. This is all metal up top. This is, I could pull this off. You can get access to all the pins and stuff up top if I decided to expand it. Full fan, everything.
Nice.
That's cool.
What kind of games
Right.
are you going to make with it? Or what kind of system are you going to
I'll get to that in a second. This actually hooks up because it has micro HDMI. So it plugs into this. So this case, it has full HDMI. And I can hook an M.2 SSD up to it. So I'm waiting for the chip to come in. I'm pretty excited about that. That should be here a couple of months, something like that, give or take.
Okay.
So, pretty excited about that. It's a cool little case. And it has the bottom on it. The RetroPie and everything will all connect together and everything. So I gotta get the motherboard for it basically. So that was cool. She also got me this for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, a Hydra Stomper, nice.
So
Yes.
she got me Hydra Stomper. Check this out.
That's a Marvel Legends, right?
Yep. I'm actually gonna do some weathering on it with some silver so it actually looks more metallic. But dude, this thing's heavy as shit for what it is. You know what I mean? For the size.
Nice.
But yeah, I got that. Shout out to Chuck. He got me New Age.
Nice.
Look at that.
Octavian.
Yeah,
Octavian, buddy.
that looks clean.
I
That
want
looks real clean.
to get the Delta Magnus. Like I dipped out on the masterpiece, but I like the Delta
Mhm.
kind of deck.
Colors.
It's a cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely a cool figure. So I got that. No, this is from different family and stuff like that. I got some. You can never have enough work lights.
Yes.
So I got these. These are pretty bright. I mean, they're 2,000 lumens. It's not as bright as my flashlight, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this thing will blind the shit out of you if you stand next to it. Next, I got Bethany got me this book.
Yes.
Oh,
The
nice.
making of the movie for Ghostbusters Afterlife, and check this shit out. Like, you open it up, it's got all sorts of like cool tidbits and everything else. What the fuck? Oh, I was like, yo, did somebody spill something? No, they made it mimic like a melting marshmallow. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. But dude, so it's got all sorts of shit about the film and the location, like everything. So it's pretty cool. I got this. It's gonna go in my display case with the Ghostbuster shit. Something else here, you guys will get a kick out of this. So you know I've been collecting like the ZD toy stuff, like the Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then I had the Hall of Armors and everything else for ZD toys.
Uh-oh.
So she got me this to go along with my Hall of Armors.
What is that? I only see a milky like plate.
Yes, and
Okay,
here.
so
Is it like a
Let me do
hologram
this.
card?
Yeah, now I'm seeing.
it makes it worse.
Yeah.
So long story short, if I look closely at it,
Oh yeah, I see that. They're like the plans for like a suit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
so what it
schooner.
is,
like the holographic blueprint.
yeah, so
It's a
what it is,
schooner.
right. So what you do is it lights up on the bottom. I think on the bottom or top, and this whole thing lights up, so it makes it look like a hologram. And so they've only done the first 7 armors, and she got me all 7 of the first ones, and they're laser etched. Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Like here, I'll show you. They do. Look at this. It gets better as they keep going.
Dude, I'm
Is
so
it
sorry,
that bad?
but
I don't know.
I can't see shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it's you can barely see.
All right, I'll snap pictures and I'll upload it so you guys can see it. Let's see here. What else? Shout out to Nick the Toy Guy. This is a Christmas gift. Obviously, this is paid for previously, but I got some Fans Toy Soundwave
Oi.
Oh, nice.
or Robot Paradise. Look at that.
I mean, it looks good and all, but I don't see the need to exchange actually.
I exchanged mine because I had problems with it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize it. So, where I stored it down in the basement, I didn't realize the heat was coming up through the vent. It messed with some of the paint. So,
Oh, okay. That's rough.
Oh, the
next.
Fans Toys one? Wow.
No, not the Fans Toys. It was
Oh, the
Takara
OG. The
one.
OG. Okay.
Yeah. My mom got me some covers for the microphone.
Ah, cool.
Cool.
So she got me a couple of those. This is kind of cool. So my mom and them are hugely into like Ancestry and Ancestry.com and all that other shit. And so I don't know if I told you guys the story about this, but I know you've heard me joke around saying me being Native American, stuff like that, and I'm trying to get my heritage and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad, I didn't really know him, but he passed away a couple of years ago. So we've been trying to find out family history and everything else, like medical, like whatever. So long story short, my mom, this is one of the things she got me for Christmas, was a DNA kit with traits.
Oh, cool.
So basically I just give it's pretty simple. I give a swab, send it off, and they'll go back and tell me, you know, how far back, wherever my family migrated, like everything else. But here's the one thing that she won up the whole thing. This is cool as shit. I was not expecting this. So she got me this book. It looks like a family tree. It's actual leather. Right? And look at the detailing and shit.
Yeah, that looks cool.
And so here's the crazy part. So she started going back on my dad's side of the family on the family tree. And let's see here. She got all the way back to 1723 so far.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
1723.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's cool is, check this shit out. She's getting a bunch of photos professionally printed, but she just kind of threw these in here for the time being. But dude, look at photos like this she found of family that I had from way back when.
That's crazy.
Good God.
That's putting it into perspective, right?
Yeah, right. It's pretty cool. And then I'll quickly show it, but she's got family members' birth and death certificates and shit like that from recent years and everything else. So she's been working on this and she's been doing it secretly. It's kind of cool that she was doing this. But with the DNA test, I'll be able to find out. Long story short, I've been applying to the Appalachian Cherokee Nation about becoming an official member. And they've been denying me for years because they said I'm not am who I am, even though my grandfather is the fucking chief.
There you go.
Oh.
And so that kind of puts things in perspective. So, excuse me. So now they kept denying, saying I am who I am because my dad, my uncle have been dead and everything else. So now we already had a DNA test from years ago when I was 2016. I was 99.999 my dad's. Now we just have to prove to them that I am who I am. And I only want to do this because I want to learn more about the history of that stuff. I don't give a shit about making money. Like I don't care about any of that. I want to know the history because it's pretty cool about, dude, we're middle-aged men and we don't know half a shit about where we came from.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
And it's pretty cool that my mom turned around and did that and started that thing. So it was pretty neat. And then
I mean mostly you guys got German roots mostly also anyway, right? Like a lot of US guys actually have German roots. Like
some do.
Way back.
That's what happened to my wife. My wife did the same thing and she wound up having like deep German roots.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now like we did a DNA test, but then now she wants to take it even further so we can bring all that to them. So now, like, you know, it's kind of cool because I really want to get into that. I want to figure out about my family and its history. But dude, she got all the way back to 1723 on birth certificates and a bunch of other shit. So, but cool. Literally, that was it for my haul.
That was good. That was
pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like that was the coolest thing ever because I was not expecting that from my mom. And like that actually brought a tear to my eyes. I'm like, holy shit, like you've done all this work.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about any of it. So the fact that she went through and did all that was pretty cool because she known I've been trying to do this for quite a long time. I've been trying to do it for the last 10 years. Try to get into the information with this tribe and stuff. So yeah. Pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
That's way cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like I don't know how far back my family would actually go, but I also feel like with German stuff, it's not. It just can't be as thrilling as what you guys got because the English language alone, like with England, comes in part of from Germany, the Saxony and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I'm just German. I'm Northern German. There's it. But you guys actually have shit to figure out, like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now all you have to know is which one of your ancestors killed all the Romans and shit.
Right.
Yeah, that way.
So now it's funny because when you get inducted and everything else, like they give you a name, like all this other shit. And for years, because I've been trying to do this, like everybody jokes around and gives me like nicknames, like
sitting beard.
No. Like for the longest time, everybody kept calling me Squatting Dog. Like it was funny as shit.
Squatting dog.
Like they were like, dude, your nickname would be Squatting Dog. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why would I be called Squat? Anyway, but now with this DNA kit, it's not just the DNA. It actually, because the reason why they're flipping out is because I got blue eyes.
Okay.
And none of my family members have blue eyes on his side of the family. None of them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But why do they flip out about this?
Because most Native American people don't end up. I mean, I could be wrong about this. Don't quote me, and people don't get upset. And if you do, fuck you. I don't care.
Jason's a mutant.
Yeah, I'm a mutant. I get the X gene. The Gen X gene. No, I don't care. I get it. But yeah, dude. So it's pretty cool. Like I'm excited about that.
I feel that.
That's pretty awesome.
So what do we want to get to after this?
I guess we could start with the MCU since we started picking that apart a little while ago.
All right. So I know you and Tim were kind of touching on that. Let's kind of dive into that a little bit.
Well, I haven't seen No Way Home, but overall about the MCU, we can sure.
Has everybody seen Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coco.
Yes.
I don't care. You guys can say whatever y'all want with it. You guys can spoil it all day. I don't care.
Okay. So why don't we talk about Hawkeye since the three of us have all seen it, and then tie into the woke, non-woke stuff that we talked about, that we were touching on. Because I know you had a few things to say, and I know Vendetta had a few things to say. So, what did you guys think of Hawkeye as a whole?
I like it. I like that series because it was entertaining. And it, even though it wasn't exactly from the comics, it kept a lot of that comic identity. Like Lucky the Pizza Dog, the uniforms that they come out with in the season finale. Those were there was that special series that they had done. I forgot what the name of that was. Where they were wearing the purple suits when they brought in the Kate Bishop. There were, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, like in some of the sequences, I remember the car, the classic car, the Cuda.
Yeah.
I remember the Cuda was also in the comics, except Hawkeye drove it. And this one he was just like, nah, I'm not,
It's a classic. I'm not gonna touch it or whatever.
Yeah.
He said. Like,
yeah. They there was a lot of things that were very, very comic, a lot of hearkening back to the comics, and even in the Easter eggs, like I don't know if anybody noticed some of the license plates and stuff like that were basically issue numbers, and I didn't notice it right away until I was like, hey, wait a minute, that says, and I would Google it, and I was like, hey, that was issue number whatever the hell, and I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool that they kept the comic very relevant in the storyline.
I mean, that's what they mostly do.
I also enjoyed the Kate Bishop character. She wasn't annoying. She wasn't. She's adorable.
Yeah, she was good.
she's adorable. She didn't become overbearing or annoying. Like they didn't do like a, kind of like a Bad Batch thing where you just got tired of the little girl character. It was. She was very, very engaging. Very, the show took so many different turns, and this one was involved with here, and this one was involved with here, and then you heard rumblings of Charlie Cox getting the contract again, so you knew Daredevil was going to come back, and boom, here's Kingpin. And not just boom, here's Kingpin, like here's Vincent D'Onofrio, the same Netflix Kingpin, like everything
it's
down to the
confirmed
finger.
he's the same Netflix Kingpin.
The voice acting, the voice, he kept the persona, he kept everything, like he played that character again. And I was just like, that was it. Like that right there just turned me into such a child because Daredevil of all the Netflix series, Daredevil and Power Man were my favorite of the 4 shows. I really didn't enjoy Punisher that much, but that I
Really?
enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoyed
Hmm.
Luke Cage, and I enjoyed the Daredevil the most. And when I saw that, I saw Vincent D'Onofrio come out. I said, they're finally going to get some real money behind this, and they're going to do a project. And I am so psyched about it. So psyched. Because he played an excellent, excellent Daredevil. And,
He played Daredevil?
well, no, I'm talking about Charlie Cox.
Oh.
And, seeing Vincent D'Onofrio, I mean, I don't want to spoil No Way Home, but I've been saying forever, Peter Parker's lawyer is going to be very interesting, and it's probably out in the public already, like all over the place.
It is.
Yeah.
It was Charlie Cox, and there was a scene where a brick went through the window. He just and he goes, "How'd you do that?" He goes, "I'm a pretty good lawyer."
I'm a good lawyer. That was the truth.
And
Spoiler for Tim. Like,
I don't have a problem with it. Like, I also read up on Matrix beforehand, so I knew what was going on. I can still enjoy shit. I have no problem with that.
yeah.
In that sequence, everybody in the theater fucking lost their minds.
Oh, they did in ours too. They fucking blew up.
I was like, you gotta grip people.
Yo, I've even been saying for a while on the show, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, I have a gut feeling that fucking, I said Daredevil, don't get me wrong, but you know what I meant. I meant like that character, like, Matt Murdock, that Charlie Cox from Netflix. I even said Kingpin. I was like, dude, for some reason, I got a strange feeling they're going to start bringing them in.
Yep.
And sure as shit. Fucking Marvel came out with a big old dick hanging out. Like,
I was reading in comic book. There's just and actually, I think they have an Instagram page. Back in August, they were talking about Charlie Cox joining the MCU, and I kind of started chatting about it here and there with some of my friends, and going back and forth. And I knew it was in the horizon. You couldn't. Yeah. You couldn't have a show.
He was too good at Daredevil.
Yes,
and Matt Murdock not to have.
The thing is that is not really, in my opinion, a valid argument, because there are a lot of people that were good in the roles, like the little girl or the girl they took for Ant-Man's daughter was also very good. Still, they recast her. It's always this problem. It comes down. It all comes down to Kevin Feige having this bigger picture about it and making shit happen. Like, this is now not even only a cinematic universe. He actually managed to put every Marvel Universe movie that ever happened into a multiversal bigger picture. Like, because the MCU opened up the strands of the multiverse, means that by a very long and sometimes not official, still long shot, every movie that wasn't MCU is over that multiversal aspect now MCU, because they can pop in like wherever. We can have Wesley Snipes' Blade in the new one with Marshall Ali. We can have the old Fantastic Four battling with the new for some intergalactic, Galactus and Kang the Conqueror team up. Like, we can have whatever, and he had a bigger picture. He saw it and he made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm actually very excited.
I don't want them to recast any of those.
Now there's something that was kind of weird to me. Now, I enjoyed it as a whole for the most part, but the one that kind of threw me off was the character Echo. There was just something that didn't sit right with me about it.
I know what you mean.
They did that wrong. Yes, I agree. They did that wrong.
Because they gave her 2 disabilities.
Yeah.
And because I don't remember her, and it's been forever, so please correct me if I'm wrong. It's been forever since I read the comic about her, but I don't remember her having a prosthetic.
Nope.
She did not have a prosthetic, and she also could speak.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, she could also speak.
Yep.
I actually don't know anything about the character, so I was just.
Yeah. It threw me off because something was weird about it, you know what I mean?
I also remember her being Daredevil's love interest. for a number of issues. So I think that's when I saw them, bring her out, I knew, once they brought in the Kingpin, because he originally employed her and all this other stuff, I kind of see the hinting, and I said, okay, definitely, Charlie Cox is definitely coming back.
Yeah.
But the way they introduced her, it was like, oh, by the way, here, and the whole prosthetic thing with her inability to speak, I was just like, where are they going with this?
Yeah.
Where are they going with this character? That was
even if they didn't give her the prosthetic, I mean, not everything's going to be the same as the comics. I kind of understand that. I understand what they're trying to do with shit. Because even if they made her now, and her and the Charlie Cox are on the same show,
yeah,
that would make it an interesting way of them to try to overcome, like, her being deaf and then him being blind, like trying to work together. I can kind of understand that aspect.
Yeah.
But the comic book nerd me, it's like, oh, why'd you do that? But I can see why they did it, but I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It just didn't set right with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was a little indifferent to the character too, but just because I don't know her, but I like the actress. I think she brought that over very well. But otherwise, I got to see where they're actually going with this. Overall, I was just really happy that they brought over the Kingpin. Like this whole situation in the second to last episode when Kate and Hawkeye was sitting together, and she was like, "Yo, who's that dude that's sitting with my mom?" Yeah, that's the guy that I was worried about. I'm like, come on, give me the cheese, give me the cheese.
Yeah, when she showed that video, and at the end, it started with that video, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, dude, there he is. Like they really connected it, and now it makes sense that they canceled the Netflix stuff because they want to continue the story on their own network. So.
But the fact that they gave him the fucking cane, oh my god! Yeah. I was like, yes.
That's where I was gonna go. That one of the things that impressed me is that they made a more Kingpin, where, like, I remember in the comics, this guy would beat up 4 or 5 guys at one shot. Yeah. You always got this idea that Kingpin was fat, but underneath that suit, the dude was a juggernaut.
Yeah, he's
just because he had the bald head and the double chin, everybody thought that he was just a fat guy, but nah, he was, he was a brick shithouse, and he
was jacked, and I also agree with you. Like they made him more Kingpin. Like the first situation with him, the first scene where he's like this white jacket and the purple suit, that was like Kingpin 101.
Yeah. Ripping doors off of cars and getting shot in the arrow with the arrow in the chest, and he just broke it right off. And like, where were we? Yeah, that's
the thing that threw some people off though. That I was trying to figure out. It's been forever since I read the comic, but the Amazing Spider-Man, was it Family Business or something? Didn't he wear that Hawaiian shirt? I could have swore, because I remember, what the fuck was that guy's name? I can't remember the guy's name, the artist. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Because I don't give a fuck if I look like an idiot or not. But
I think I know what you're talking about, and yes, he did wear the Hawaiian shirt. I remember him wearing a Hawaiian shirt underneath the suit.
Okay, yeah. So I just pulled it up here on Comixology, right? On Comixology, it shows Family Business. And sure as shit, because I was talking to a few different people, and they were saying that no, it was incorrect. But look at this. He wore the white suit with the cane with the Hawaiian shirt.
Yep. Oh,
yeah.
So that was correct then. So
that.
So yeah. But I thought that was kind of interesting. What did you think about their little sidekicks?
As far as
you mean the LARPers? Those
the
were
LARPers.
Fun. Those were fun.
Yeah, they were fun. They were fun.
I got nothing specific for those guys, but they were fun. Like the last scene, they actually brought out their costumes. Yeah, we're basically Avengers. I'm like, wow.
The funny scene was when he carried the kid out and he's like screaming, "Put me down!" He's like, "I'm trying to save your life."
Do you know who
He's
I
like, "You're a
am?
little spoiled brat," or something like that. Like,
That was fun.
the action, overall, like, I was pretty happy with the show.
Yeah.
The action was pretty good at the end, especially the end when you had a fucking fly flying around, it's bugging the shit out of me.
But I also feel the show as a general thing, like as a limited series, was really successful. Like instead of risking it and doing a Hawkeye movie and that just bombs because pretty much no one has any interest in a Hawkeye movie. Let's be fair. This was the best call. You put it on Disney Plus. Nowadays, pretty much everyone that considers himself a nerd or a geek or call himself whatever have Disney Plus over Star Wars, over Marvel, whatever else they put it on there. That's the best call. Oh, cool. We get the Hawkeye movie without getting the Hawkeye movie. Best of both worlds.
So, what did you guys think about the elephant in the room? And I don't mean Kingpin. I mean, Yelena that popped into that shit. What did you think about that? The aspect.
There was one thing. There was one thing that I had kind of I'm not gonna say a beef with, kind of a little bit of a disappointment, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the sequences with her and Kate Bishop. They're kind of like
the
friends,
buddy cop style.
Yeah,
like
the friends, but I'll still kick your ass. Friend relationship. I started to enjoy that, and I would have liked for them to explore that a little bit more.
Which character do you mean?
Yelena, the Black Widow sister.
I hate Florence Pugh. I cannot watch that woman.
Horrible. Really?
Horrible. Like I've seen Instagram posts left and right where people are like, Yelena, my goddess, what can I do for you today? I'm like, oh, get your head out of your ass. No. I didn't like her in Black Widow either. Like, no.
So Coco, I know you've been kind of silent on this because not being able to really watch it. But what was your gripes about the show? Why you didn't watch it?
Just the whole concept. The whole concept. I don't like the idea of any of the guys that I got are being replaced so soon without having done. There's so many old G characters that still need to be done, and they're all being replaced by younger characters already. That's all my real gripes is, really. I understand why they need to do it. It's a way to screw the original creators out of stuff, can still maintain the trademarks and all of that stuff. But
there's a fiscal thing to it too, though. I don't want to blow it up for Spider-Man people, but certain characters have to be removed because they are in a Screen Actors Guild and they are union and they command a certain price tag, and you can't continue to pay these people these exorbitant amounts of money and still have movies be what they consider profitable, especially in a pandemic era. Jeremy Renner gets a price tag now. Jeremy Renner is not he
was also in trouble for a while too, that people were going after him.
Yeah. But some of these characters, they're starting to demand pretty heavy price tags. And if you want to be for corporate reasons, you want to be in the black, I guess the only way you can do that is by having to cut some of these salaries out. And
true.
Who wants to have a Disney Plus show that's not gonna rake in mega bucks, and you got this albatross of a movie contract going on there with a guy? You got to write them off somehow, and
especially when you bring on new characters.
Yeah. So I think now you're going to start seeing a lot of which is heartbreaking, but I think you're going to start seeing a lot of that, where these some of these B-list actors are going to start getting much larger roles And it's going to come to a point where you're going to look up at the movie theater and you're going to see, some actors that you're just like, who the heck is this guy?
That's not where my real gripe is. My real gripe is that I wanted the comic books to make the movies, not the other way around. Now, the because of how well Hollywood is doing with the MCU, the Guardians of the Galaxy and all of those things, the things are written in a manner that's closer to be in line with what's going on with the cinematic universe. So, and that's kind of where my joy, died when it comes to all of this stuff. I mean, I'll watch from time to time, but all I see is, instead of seeing good stories and those kind of things, I see propaganda. I don't know. I guess the argument can be made that I choose to see it that way, but I can't help it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So I'm just kind of
see, you're
trying to stay out of it.
A lot of your stuff, you're true to the comics, right? Like the way your views and stuff.
Closer, yeah. And again, and my problem is the comics are now trying to toe the line with the movies, and I don't want it, but that's the way it is. And I don't know. Again,
you rather just have a happy medium instead of like it all discombobulated.
No, it's not that. It's the sign of the times. The stuff is just not made for me anymore. It hasn't been for the last 10, 12 years, really. They've shifted to an audience that I don't think really exists yet, but we'll see as enough time pans out. We'll see if these people that they tried to convince to the new audience that they tried to cater to 12 years ago will actually cough up the money to pay to watch what's going on now. So we'll see. Again,
well, that actually kind of goes into one of the points that I was making before about, Spider-Man making so much money that I hope, Feige and everybody in charge up there gets a hint, because look at how bad the Eternals did.
Yeah, the Eternals bombed, didn't it?
It bombed. I still haven't watched it. Like, I have no interest, even when
I have no desire.
I have no interest in it. None whatsoever. And I even in the comics, I wasn't a big Eternals fan. Like, to me, that story was just so complicated to follow, and there was just the exchange of power, and whether somebody was half robot and all this other stuff. And I was just like, you know what, this is just way too complicated. I don't want to get into this. And I kind of put it to the side. So when this movie came out, that distaste was already there. And, once I saw that there was, this person representing this kind of the portion of society, this one was this portion of society, I was like, all right, come on, enough with this, enough. Just make a story, make a good story. People watch movies to get entertained. Nobody wants to get preached to. And to me, the last movie to actually pull it off and still be good was Civil War. Now there's just way too much stuff that nobody really cares about anymore. We just got so much of it. Just turn on the news if you want to see that stuff.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched the news in 6 months.
Yeah, dude, it's depressing. It's depressing.
I stopped watching it because I got tired of like.
I don't have cable, so I
just meant in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not watching TV anyhow anymore. But I don't know. Like I like the stories that they come up with Marvel, with the MCU. I mean, of course, it's all capitalism. It's all to get more money. Of course.
Yeah.
But I still enjoy it. I haven't watched Eternals, but I'm looking forward that it's on Disney Plus from January 12th. So that's the first thing that I'm going to watch that day. So I'm looking forward to it. I could see myself being in the minority again, seeing it, and afterwards being, I don't know what everybody's problem with it is. Probably means at the other end of things, I could end up not enjoying Spider-Man as much as I hope for. The possibility is there. I like Matrix Resurrections, so I don't know.
I'm gonna be perfectly clear before you watch the movie, Tim. Spider-Man had a lot of problems, but because of a lot of the really fun stuff that they put there, I was able to throw all the plot holes.
There was some little plot shit that was kind of weird, but it got it.
Yeah.
You kind of overlooked it based off of like how epic the film was in general. So
yeah, and the energy of the crowd too. That helped a lot. Every time the crowd lost their mind, I was like,
it had some pretty epic gaping plot holes. But you know, at the end of the day, the last, I'm gonna say 35 to 40 minutes of that movie, you're gonna forget about all of that crap. You're gonna forget about it.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna forget about all of that crap, and you're just gonna it's gonna be very enjoyable.
There were a couple of moments when me and the people that I was watching the movie with was like, man, shut up, bitch. What are you doing? What are you saying?
That's funny as shit.
What are you saying? Stop fucking Peter up. You know what I mean? What are you
Oh, so sorry, I don't mean to cut everybody off, but I totally forgot about something in the halls. You'll laugh at this. You know, like the proton pack that I did?
Yeah.
Or that I got from Hasbro. Well, I'm modding the Neutrona wand, right? So I got replacement handles for them.
Oh, cool.
Right?
Do you have to color it still? Or is that
I mean, I got to do here. Let me zoom in my picture real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to change the subject real fast. I just want to show you real quick. So it's 3D printed. I have to sand it, everything else.
Oh, okay.
Shit. So, dude, it fits perfectly in your hand, like everything too. Like,
that's cool.
But the other thing I got, there are like all these knobs all over it and everything else that are all plastic. Now them bitches are going to be aluminum.
Nice.
This is machined aluminum pieces.
That's dope.
And then that's not the only part. This last piece, the whole underneath of it, where it actually connects to the pack, where it actually has the lever and everything.
Yeah.
Check this out. This thing is a machined block of aluminum.
Cool.
Nice.
A little bit more quality to it.
Oh yeah. And so it's got some weight. I have I could put the factory hook on this and then have everything else. But sorry, I forgot to show that to you guys. I wanted to do it before I forgot.
That also brings up one other thing that I forgot to mention in my week. I got to catch up on a lot of stuff. I got to watch Afterlife, and
oh,
nice.
Has everybody watched it yet?
Yeah. What's Afterlife again? Oh, the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I keep getting that wrong because to me it's Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you see the controversy going with that right now too, with the box set they just released.
I pre-ordered that. That box set.
That was fun.
What was up with that? So they put a 3-1 box set out without the 2016 shit show that has nothing to go in there at all.
Right.
And someone was complaining?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Twitter.
So, what's his name? Paul
Paul Feig.
Yeah.
Figgy?
Yeah. No, not the director of the 2016
Paul Feig or Paul Feig.
Answer the Call or whatever you want to call it. He got pissed because they didn't include it in the box set. Like Sony overlooked it.
They didn't want to lose money.
Why would you include it?
Because they're not going to get paid for it because it's not included in the box set from all them sales, probably.
Of course.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a continuation. That's a trilogy right there. That's an actual trilogy.
Exactly.
So.
Now, I'm not going to lie. If they ever find a way to include a couple of those characters in like a multiverse with thing, I wouldn't be too mad.
That
like especially that stupid dude that has been played by
I don't mean him. I'm talking about that one I don't know, that one really I guess the very tomboyish one, that character was kind of cool.
The tech savvy one.
Yeah.
She was kind of cool, yeah. But...
Yeah. She's the only one that I thought was kind of cool out of that entire bunch.
She seemed like she played more in character of what she was instead of a SNL sketch character.
Yeah.
Right. Agreed.
So, but anyways, sorry, I know we kind of got off topic about that, but I was like, dude, I got too excited because you know how I am with this build right now. So
I did watch a couple of other things that were out. The Witcher season 2 and
I just started watching that too.
I finished
that thing is that season is sick. Season 2 is just
that
sick.
was really,
It's killing
really
it on Netflix.
Yeah, it's sick. I love it.
Now here's the thing, because I haven't played the games or read the books at all. I didn't want to because I didn't want to get mad at it. And apparently a lot of people are mad. Like, did you guys play the games at all?
No.
Yeah,
it's been forever since I played the game.
So people were pissed off.
My ex actually played it, but I only looked over the shoulder a little bit.
The main gripe that people had was about Eskel. Have you seen up to what episode have you seen up to already, Jay?
Dude, I don't care if you ruin it for me. It doesn't matter to me.
Well,
I probably won't fucking remember anyway because I'm gonna be getting drunk tonight.
It was season 2, episode 2. Eskel, he was a beloved character, and they just kind of arbitrarily killed him in the second episode. That I think people were mad, and one of the things that people were people had a hard time with, and I can't blame them because Netflix is kind of stuck because they sold Yennefer as being, the third protagonist in all of this, when in fact in the games and in the book she's not. That's not it at all. Right. Personally, I could use a little bit more Yennefer every time. I love her.
Yo, seriously, she's a great actor and she's gorgeous.
She's hot.
Even when she had the hunchback and the gosh dang, deformation in the first season, I thought, ooh, I want her. But yeah, no, I can never get enough of her, and I think what happened is that they kind of cornered themselves because they're not sure what's really to do because there's not enough source material to work with her. You know what I mean? So now they gotta invent stuff. But yeah, no, that dude, like, I'd rather Henry Cavill not play any other character for the rest, other than Geralt from here on out. You know what I mean? He
needs to intersplice. When he's not doing Geralt, he's got to do Superman. When he's not doing Superman, he's got to do Geralt. He's born for these two, like even more for Superman in my opinion.
Well, dude, he's even bigger now than he was when he was Superman.
Yeah.
What I want to know is like how he's able to pull that voice off, because it must take a lot of. It must hurt him to have to talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
Voice coaching. That's all there is. It's voice coaching.
He kind of reminds me of the sheriff of Nottingham's cousin in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That guy's voice. And sadly, the Wheel of Time. Oh man, I feel bad for Robert D. He's more invested in that series than me. And man, they totally butchered that. Amazon totally messed it up. The Wheel of Time.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't watched it, so. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be Robert Jordan's Lord of the Rings kind of a story.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay.
It was already pretty woke isn't the right word. It was pretty progressive in its time. Women are powerful in the books.
Okay.
But Amazon, in their infinite wisdom, decided to go a little extra on something that was already, and you're just like, like, you can make them powerful without having to be bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
that's a good call. Yeah, on the topic of different episodes, I binged The Silent Sea today on Netflix.
How was that?
Actually, very, very good. It's sci-fi, and I believe it's there are a few actors from Squid Game in there, and also a few from the team. And it's a sci-fi series where it's in the future. There's water shortage on Earth, and they got a space station on Moon, and they found water on Moon. They call it lunar water, and I don't know. Should I continue?
Now go ahead. I think I saw.
I mean, if you want to talk about it, I mean, if it interests you, talk about it.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone. What turns out to be
spoilers for the audience. Just you guys don't want to tune in, but I want to tune in.
Okay, ahead, there you go.
But, so sell it on us, Tim. Sell it.
The cool thing is, contact to the space station on Moon, where they are harvesting the lunar water, actually cut out, and they bring another team over there, and everybody on the station is dead. And I'm just trying to sell you here over one plot narrative point, and the words are self-multiplying water. That is fucking cool. That was wild.
Water that replicates itself.
Yeah, but think of it like a virus, and it only multiplies itself if it's in an alive host.
Oh no!
Yo, that's like that movie, The Stuff. Remember that shit? That crazy fucking B-rated movie.
I don't actually know that one, but it came over a little bit like I don't know, Live, the movie with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal, interspliced a little with Alien and Abyss. Pretty cool. I like it.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I liked it very much. So yeah, that got me hooked. Like at first I was, where are they going with this? And then the first guy kind of dies, and you're like, okay, cool. Tight stuff, really, really well written, and it's not too long. 10 episodes, you can binge that easy. It's a cool series. Very, very cool.
We'll have to check it out. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm game. I love anything with Korean and shit in it, dude. I just like if you guys have one of the best Korean movies I ever saw, and I hope you guys get a chance to watch it. It's really fucked up. It's called I Saw the Devil.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, dude, it had one of the most brutal murder scenes that I'd ever seen in a movie. It made me so sad because that's the way it starts.
Oh, that movie is fucked up. It's from 2010, isn't it?
Yeah, and the guy who plays Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe is the protagonist.
Yeah.
And okay, so the movie starts off really fucking brutal. Like, homegirl just, I felt bad and sad, and like, I don't know what else. I don't know how, if I had the energy to watch the rest of the movie, how sad that, how brutal the beginning was.
Okay.
But the movie turns into this awesome revenge flick that I could not get enough of. Like, the guy, like if you're talking about a guy who gets his comeuppance, oh man, you guys would love to see how this guy gets his comeuppance. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy smokes. I never thought I would, because I'm not a type of person who like to torture or hurt people. But dude, I loved watching the main character just make this guy's life absolutely miserable for the next half of the whole thing of the movie. You're just like, oh man. And it gets into all kinds of really crazy Pulp Fiction kind of situations too. Like,
I love a good revenge story.
Right. So like when you watch, how you're watching Pulp Fiction and all of a sudden Bruce Willis and
Ving Rhames,
Marcel, they end up in a place where there's a gimp. You're like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't see. I'm sure when you're watching this thing, you're like, where the hell is this going? How the hell? What? This movie gets itself in a similar kind of situation. You're just like, wait, what? Oh wow!
What was the name of that again?
I Saw the Devil.
Yeah.
Okay, is it on Netflix?
I don't know if it is. I hope that there's a way for you to watch it, because I promise you, it's worth. I don't know how you got to watch it, but you got to watch it.
It's on Tubi TV. It's
Oh,
on
nice.
Sling, Tubi TV, Sling TV, Vudu, Apple TV, Amazon Prime Video.
Well, yeah, we don't have that. We have Amazon Prime, but I currently don't have Amazon Prime, so yeah. Gotta see. I'm gonna make it happen somewhere.
Yes.
I'll watch
By
it on
any means
Tubi.
necessary to watch this movie.
I'll watch it on Tubi. Tubi is free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tubi's free. The only bad thing I noticed about Tubi though is that
The ads.
well, no, not that, but it's more along the lines of is like it says it plays it in 4K and it plays and it sounds like you're fucking hearing the speaker through a paper cup. Like sometimes you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes like you're playing a movie, you're like, it's in 4K, and I'm like, cool. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like it's a dubbed version from like somebody's cell phone from the fucking movie theater, like the audio.
Okay, I couldn't watch Tubi if my life depended on it. I need a VPN.
I think The Wailing might also be in
Oh.
Oh, we lost you.
Is it the wrong stuff or right stuff?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Y'all lost me. Let me try again. I'll get in.
Oh shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Am I still roboting?
No.
No. You're
Okay.
a little digitized, but you're
Yeah,
still good.
yeah, the reception's a little bad, but at least you're not roboting anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. I don't know what the fuck.
One of the things that Tim had reminded me while he was speaking. One of the things that I forgot to mention in my haul, somebody, my wife's aunt bought me I used to love this old movie from the 1980s. It was one of my first childhood favorite movies. It was called The Final Chase, with Lee Majors. It was about a post-apocalyptic world where an epidemic took away his family, and they outlawed gas-powered vehicles.
Oh,
okay. What was it called?
The Final Chase.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, Lee Majors was in it. The kid from Meatballs, I forget his name. He was the kid who was running at the end of Meatballs. I don't know if you remember Meatballs. With this guy who played Venkman.
The Final Chase or the Last Chase?
Bill Murray. I think it's the Last Chase. The Last Chase.
All right, yeah, because I put in the Final Chase and it didn't pop up, and then
the Last Chase.
The Last Chase popped up. Okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about.
She found it. She found it on DVD, and I love that movie. I could watch that movie 700 times, over and over. As a kid, to me, it was just, I'm a gearhead, so, at the time when I was a kid, the IMSA GTP series was pretty much ruled by Porsche, and I was into those Porsche race cars, and Lee Majors was driving one in this movie, so to me it was just a car chase movie. But then as I got older, I started to realize, wait a minute, there's a message in this movie, and yeah, that's it, the red Porsche, that's the one. Okay. There's a message in this movie, and now, in watching it now, you start to say to yourself, wow, this was 1981, and the messaging in this movie was like some George Orwell type prophetic. Really? Yeah, it was pretty amazing. As I'm sitting there watching it, of course, the minute she gave me the DVD, I flipped that thing open. I stayed up to the wee hours and I was watching it. And it's kind of hard to take a movie from 1981 and make it look crystal clear and perfect, but
that's pretty true.
The messaging in the movie and how much I love that movie, and the car, the sound of the engine, and all of that in Dolby, like in a very modern sound.
And the movie is the red Porsche with Lee Majors.
No, the movie is actually called The Last Chase.
The Last Chase.
The Last Chase.
I really loved that movie as a kid, and I actually love it more now as an adult.
It's one of those weird post-apocalyptic shit from back
I'm a
in the
sucker
day.
for anything dystopian and post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
Right.
you'd probably really enjoy this. You'll probably really enjoy this movie.
I love post-apocalyptic shit, so I gotta look
Burgess
that up.
Burgess Meredith is in it. He plays a fighter jet pilot.
Oh, cool.
And I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody who watches it, but the messaging in the movie is very strong. It's actually very relevant today. And the climax scene, it's not what you think it is. It's just not what you think it is. Lee Majors was awesome in it. He's awesome.
Cool.
It's and I got my hands on.
Is that your recommendation for the week?
That would be my recommendation for the week. Yes.
Okay.
If I'm going to, of
You know,
course,
we should start doing that on the show, like a recommendation for people to watch, like some of our favorite shit.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I'm just spitballing here. Anyway,
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. But that movie actually, no one. It was never a big blockbuster. It was never, a hit. A lot of times when people talk about Lee Majors and all the movies that he was in, they don't really bring up the Last Chase. And it's sad because it was a damn good movie. It was a damn, considering it's an 81 flick, So
I agree with you. Like, believe it or not, Van Damme has a similar situation. People will talk to you about Kickboxer, Bloodsport, Hard Target, even Universal Soldier, and even like some of his
No Retreat, No Surrender, baby.
Right. But oftentimes people don't talk about Cyborg at all, and Cyborg is my favorite.
Cyborg is a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually supposed to be. What was it? That was supposed to be a different
He-Man 2.
film.
It's supposed to be
He-Man 2. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And, then it became the movie about characters named for music equipment.
So one of my favorite Lee Majors movies, it's off the wall, it's fucking weird. Back in 2001, did you remember the movie Out Cold?
No.
No.
So you guys got to check this out. It
It
looks
does
like
ring a bell. It rings a bell, but no.
So
I don't think I ever saw
I
it.
recommend to check this out if you just need something to fucking laugh. It's basically Animal House up in the Alps.
All right.
That's the best way to describe it. It's dude, it's got like, let's see here. It's got Zach Galifianakis in it. It's got Lee Majors.
Okay.
Like, look at this cast here. I'll share this. It's so dumb. It's one of those ones that's so dumb it's funny. Jason Landon. Who else? Victoria Selfstead. Like, dude, it's got a lot of people in this. AJ Cook. Like, it's so one of my favorite scenes from this movie is when this one guy gets drunk all the time. They call him, I think it was Pigpen is the guy's name in the movie. He always get drunk in the movie. And so they would drive around in this old, beat up vehicle and had a sled on the front of it, like an old car. And they would actually, and I'll share it with you after we get done recording. And he got drunk at the bar one night, so they all walked him out to the bar, put him in the front driver's seat, and then they all pushed the car out in the middle of the road. And then people got on opposite sides of the car and started pushing, and they made the car start spinning in the middle of the road. And as the car's spinning in the middle of the road, they all hop in the car, and they go 3, 2, 1. They all start screaming, and the guy wakes up from a fucking drunken stupor behind the wheel. He's thinking he's driving and shit. Like, I gotta share, dude. It looks like some dumb shit we would do. I gotta share it with you after we get off. It's one of those. It's one of those movies. It's like It's like Animal House, but like skiing and shit. And another person that's in the movie. It's kind of like Hot Tub Time Machine, like a dumb movie like that, but it's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like one of those type of films. But anyway, I know we're approaching 2 hours and 23 minutes, so we might want to go ahead and call it quits here.
That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, homies need a rest. Well, all right. Well, So we'll start with young Timpus here. Where can we find you on the
interwebs? Everywhere. Everywhere and nowhere. You can find me, of course, during Christmas times with these fine gentlemen here, because we're the best presents of all, right? So
Yes, sir.
you can find me there. You can find me on YouTube at Tim K's Nerd Crate, Facebook at Tim K's Nerd Crate, Instagram at @the_nerd_crate, on Twitter, if you are so inclined, at Crate Nerd, and on Twitch, but that's, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, and if you want to shop it up privately with me, Tim K at Tim K81 on Facebook, in the Facebook groups, and yeah. The way we say it over here in Germany, slide over well, have a great New Year's Eve, and get safe over to 2022.
Most excellent, sir. And next, V for the Vendetta.
Well, you can find me here with these fine folks. You can also find me on Instagram, Ralphie the Vendetta Rodriguez. You can find me at V's_toybox. You can find me on Facebook under the same name, Rafael Vendetta, the Vendetta Rodriguez. You can find me in the realm of collectors chats all the time. You can find me pretty much any place. I'm very accessible. You could also find me yelling at my son at the local playground.
Don't run those kids over with the bike.
And with that said, the same as Tim, Merry Christmas to everybody. The greatest gift, as was said in our Instagram page, the greatest gift you could have given us is your listening ear or your watching eyes. We're grateful, so grateful for everyone, for every view, for every share, for every like, for every dislike. We are
That's true.
eternally grateful for everybody that checks in on us. And with that, have a very happy and safe New Year, and healthy to everybody.
All right. Now, you, young Che, where can we find you?
You're definitely not going to find me coming down your chimney. Because that is, yeah,
illegal.
Right? Unless you give me permission.
I don't have a chimney.
Right. Yeah. Right. Or I'd say, never mind. I'm not going to say it because that'll make it sound really, really bad. Let's see here. You can find me at Jason Lowery in the Facebook groups, all the groups. I'm in Hardcore Collectors, Roman Collectors, some of the Legends groups. You can find me anywhere in some of those groups pretty much. You can find me on Xboxes, The Clutch 2345. Usually we're playing Call of Duty, sometimes Halo, but most of the time Call of Duty. You can find me giving the finger to Facebook and
all the time,
and YouTube. Unfortunately, our last episode, we were going to take a break last week, and the week before we were having an episode with a great gentleman that came on, Joseph. He was great, and we kept getting flagged on YouTube just because I hummed a tune in the background. So shout out to them, and also shout out to so not only that, but shout out to Facebook for flagging a post that I put up
the Christmas
of jib jab videos of Christmas videos of us. They flagged it for a copyright and removed it.
Oh man.
So fuck you both. But I'm grateful for all the views if it shows up. So be sure to check that last episode out. Go check out Joseph. He was on there last week. I know he appreciated it. Reach out to him, talk to him, like his pictures, like our videos, like his stuff. comment if you have any comments for us. Hit us up. And like the other guy said, I'm grateful for us still doing this in this crazy time right now, and
That's right.
and it's a pleasure doing this with you guys every week. And I know there's some people that aren't here with us, and currently right now that can't be on with us, and we just let us know if you need anything. We're here for you, and we can't wait to have you back whenever you're back. And that's pretty much it for me. Coco, what about you?
You guys can find me at IG at Cocoasmooth and at YouTube at Cocoasmooth619.
You cannot find them at any Christmas parties.
I will be.
Yo, who busted ass?
All right. I heard that.
Yo, I heard that was like.
I heard that. I'm trying to play it off. Right?
I'm sorry. Way to break silence on that one. Anyway.
I tried to play it off. I tried to ignore it so that but you call
You were
me.
digitizing.
I'll be the asshole and point it out. I don't care.
You were roboting, so I had to do something to break the silence.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm probably gonna steal robot, man. I feel bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, no, I due to financial difficulties, it's gonna be much harder for me to share stuff on the channel. So bear with me as I try to get my life in order, folks. And maybe one day when things are more better financially for me, I'll be able to actually provide content to review for
oh, it's all good, dude.
But
remember, we're gonna have a GoFundMe for Coco for his internet. So no, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my with it.
Mine's fucking up a little bit too. You're good.
Yeah, shout out to all our friends in the community. Y'all are not forgotten, even though I've been incognito. I've been disappeared. A lot of it is because I felt like it was, when you're part of a community, you kind of have to be, you kind of have to be up to date with the community, and when you just don't have the stuff that puts you guys together in there, it makes it hard to share. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's you know what I mean. So like I don't participate in too much of the third party stuff anymore, other than when Fans Toys, does something, or XTB does something that's X Transport does something good. So yeah, no, and again, yeah, so it kind of alienates me from the rest. And what makes matters worse is, as much as I would love to participate in everyone's new He-Man appreciation for the new, cheaper, awesome He-Man stuff that's being released, since I already have all of the classics, it's hard for me to bring myself to buy
pick them up. Yeah,
to pick all of this stuff all over again, man. So plus I don't even have the finances. So until I get my adult life corrected, the channel might have to be put on pause for a little bit. I don't mean to disappoint my the few guys that actually watch my stuff, but
dude, it's all good. Just keep being you, the lovable Coco.
Exactly. And he's gone.
Do you need me to bust ass again?
3, 2.
It was sad because I was about to sing something, and I was worried that we get a copyright strike, because there was times that I said that bicycle song.
If we get a copyright strike from Ralphie's fart, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah. You can't do that.
To my peoples out there, to all the people out there listening, I do have a guilty pleasure. I still sing Last Christmas. I don't care. It's such a good song. I think anything that George Michael sings is scandal proof to me, so I sing it.
Yeah.
And with that, the nerds have Spoken.
We out. Oh, never mind. It didn't happen.
Be good to each other.
See you guys later.
Excellent.
I don't